Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'm going to be making a Roblox game in 1 hour. Now, I've already done this before with multiple people, but the game turned out interesting, to say the least. Also, it's going to be a much more difficult challenge by doing it by myself. Last time I had people who worked on building and modeling, people who made animations and scripting, and it wasn't as much of a burden on me as myself. But due to me making this game completely by myself, I'm gonna have to do all of that by myself, in case I didn't make the point clear enough before. But the main issue is, will I even have enough time to finish it? Or will I even be able to get there, or to any point within this video? Who knows, but you should watch to the end to find out, right? Yeah, please give me views, I'm begging you. Alright, so the first thing I need to do is come up with a game idea, more specifically a genre. Now, there are a lot of genres to choose from, like horror, parkour, simulator, tycoon, etc. But we need to think of something that's more unique. So I've decided to make a game based off of Untitled Tag Game. You know, the game where you run around tagging people? But instead, my version is going to be hide and seek, with loads of different game modes, maps, variations. There's literally so much that you can do with this idea and add on to it that it is the perfect game to make. The only problem is, can I make it in a single hour? I've always had a bad habit of coming up with game ideas that are far too large for a single person to make on their own, but I do not care. I'm going to keep doing that because I like to. So we've established a game idea, a game like Untitled Tag Game but with hide and seek. Pretty unique to say the least, especially considering hide and seek games are not really as abundant on Roblox as they used to be. And as far as game mechanics go, at least one person will be a seeker and all of the other people will be, hiders. And there are a bunch of maps that will be classic style with graffiti style as well, because I like art and graffiti. And that's kind of the main idea of the game. Run around, find everyone, win, get coins, get wins, get tags. Be victorious. Now that we have the game idea set up, the next thing we need to do is go into studio and get the timer ready. Okay, I've got the timer ready, and if you're wondering why it says 30 minutes, I'm going to be doing two 30-minute increments so that I can kind of get an idea of how much time I have left and when I really need to start picking up the pace. I'm going to start off by creating a folder for all of the maps, and I'm too not talented enough to build them, so I'm just going to get some old classic styled maps like Crossroads, Chaos Canyon, etc., stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and create some spawns so the players have areas to teleport to whenever the round starts. Alright, so I've got all the maps I need for right now. I need a minimum of 2, so I'm gonna go ahead and create a lobby where the players spawn in at. Again, I'm not a builder, I'm on a limited schedule, so this lobby is going to look atrocious, so just be prepared for that. And I'm gonna add a light for some light. Next thing I need to do is create a module which will hold all of the game's information, like the minimum players required, certain amounts of time, player speed, stuff like that. I'm just gonna speed this part up because I highly doubt any of you guys want to watch me script. Speed up sound, speed up sound. So I'm not gonna explain what this script does, because I feel like just by looking at it, it's pretty self-explanatory what the lines of code do, so we're just going to move on to the next script. So for this script, we got to start by putting a script in server script service, and we're going to rename it to DataStores. Basically, the job of this script is to deal with the creation of a leader stat system, so coins, kills, tags, wins, that kind of cool stuff, and making it save so that players don't get very angry when their data isn't there. We're going to put a player.character_added::wait so that the line of script also waits for the for the player's character to load in, just as like a safety measure, just in case. All we're going to add to the leader stats is coins and wins. It's like the generic standard leader stat system. It's the easiest to do right now. I'll update it in the future to work a little differently, but right now that's definitely the course of action I'm going to take. There, so that script is officially done. It just creates a leader stat system, coins, wins, leader stats folder, and make sure it saves whenever they leave and, loads in whenever they rejoin. Alright, so now I'm going to insert a script into server script service, and this will be the main script that makes the game function. This is probably what I'm going to be spending most of my time doing, because I'm going to have to work a lot of the things for map voting, and all of that stuff, and it's going to be a lot of work that I'm hoping I can get done in the hour that I have. This is what I have so far. Basically, we have an add vote function, a remove vote function, and then a way for the map to load and to be removed whenever the round ends. So right now we just have a bunch of functions made, and the next thing we're going to need to do is create some variables. The variables we have right now are status and current seeker. The status variable is a string value, which basically is like intermission and stuff like that. And the current seeker is an object value, which, in case you couldn't tell, will be the current seeker, whoever's chosen for that round. I also feel like this part's pretty self-explanatory. Basically, while the number of players in game is less than the minimum players required, the status will be waiting for the needed players. And whenever it has the proper amount of players, will make the round and the game actually start. Now we can actually work on the intermission system. So if the number of players required is in game, then the intermission will start, and then it will lead to the map voting, which will eventually lead to the gameplay. Okay, the 30-minute timer just beeped, so I'm gonna go get me some water, and then I'll be back to do the next 30 minutes.
6.5 hours later.
I am back, and honestly, I was doing some reevaluating, and I'm pretty sure that given my very limited amount of time, this game is gonna be absolute cheeks. So I'm really hoping your expectations for this game are not high at all. I've got the majority of the map voting system down, at least in this script. I haven't put in any UI yet, so that's an issue that I'm gonna have to fix. But I've also made this thing where it picks a random seeker out of the players. So, you know, that's progress, but this is literal mental torture at this point. I'm actually so close to finishing that this script is almost done, finally. But basically, what it's doing right here is the round count's gonna keep going, so it's gonna tick down from like -1, obviously, like a countdown timer, and it's gonna keep doing that until either obviously it reaches 0 or until there are no more hiders left. If there are no more hiders left, then the seeker wins. But if the hiders win, like the time goes and the hiders are left, whatever, then the people hiding win. The hiders win, and the people who were still alive win. I said win way too much in that sentence. My brain is frying. I'm finally done with the script. Okay, so for the UI, I do actually have a UI I'm going to use from one of my other games that I kind of was like experimenting with as like a side thing project. So that's what I'm going to be using, so I don't have to make an entire GUI system. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what it looks like so you guys can get kind of an idea on how I want the map voting system to work. So yeah, that's the map voting UI. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Alright, the next thing I need to do is create a local script inside of starter GUI, and this will mess with the status thing that we made in replicated storage. This will basically do the whole updating the text, intermission, countdown timer thingy, which is very, very important to the game. Completely forgot to make the status label, which shows the intermission timer, so I went ahead and did that. That's the finished script. Pretty self-explanatory on what it does. Basically, it just enters, well, not enters, it just updates the status. It's very simple. I forgot to add a configuration in the int value inside of the map so that they would have an image displayed onto the voting system. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Also gonna add this map to the game, and if we playtest the game, then it should work. As you can see, the intermission timer is counting down like it's supposed to. We do have an error in one of the client scripts or local scripts, so I'm not sure if that's really that big of a deal, but it looks to be working pretty good. Then when the intermission hits 0, we get the map voting UI where we can vote for which map we want to play. Crossroads has been chosen, and see, it's okay, it says start game, and hopefully it will teleport us. Okay, it does. That's good to see. Everything's working really well. Secret will be released in 10 seconds. Everything is working how it's supposed to. So yeah, I think this is a success. Okay, wait, there is an error, but I'm not sure what it is. You know what, I see this as a win. I'm gonna say that we successfully made a Roblox game in 1 hour. I'm actually really proud of myself with how much I managed to accomplish, especially considering I'm only a programmer and not a builder of any sort, hence why I used classic Roblox maps. But yeah, I think I did a really good job with this challenge actually, so you should like the video because of that. Yo, so guys, it's pixelated from the future. So I did end up working on it a lot. Like, a lot. I spent a while on this game. So, this is the new lobby. And here's a side-by-side comparison of what the two lobbies look like. This is a badge up here, an upstairs area, an NPC of myself, along with this obby to get said badge. This is, like, a reference to my old group logo, and this is my YouTube logo, so that's very nice. I really like art. I like art and graffiti. So, you know, you got pictures right here, you got that stuff. We now have a now playing music thing, where music plays during the round and during the lobby. This allows you to, let me see if I can show you real quick. So you can now change the color of your torso by choosing that, and it saves, but it changes, it saves, really cool. This appears whenever you're it, with your role, obviously. Now here's the new map voting GUI is the same. I didn't change anything with that. The main GUI is just like the coins and stuff. The badge GUI looks like this. So really cool. It'll display the badge name, show badge awarded when you earn a badge. Now, and the transition from the lobby to the round, it's really cool. You know what? Let me show you some of how it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to modules, game info. And yeah, I did change the names of some of this, added some more stuff, changed the names of other stuff, random. And I'm going to change this to 1 so that I can play test the game. And as you can see, it does work really well. And now I can vote between Chaos Canyon, Crossroads, Glass Houses. I changed some maps, removed some, added some. I'm going to choose Glass Houses because I really like that. Actually, I was going to choose Chaos Canyon, but you know, you can't see yourself. You're in first person. That's the NPC. That's the transition screen, and I love it. And here's sort of an example of how it looks. I personally really like this. This is the area for hider spawn, or seeker, I mean, and it works, and I get 1 win plus 50 coins. I also switched coins from leader sets to make it only a GUI, so that feels less cluttered for when I add tags, because as you see, I click and I can hit, and that's how you're going to be able to catch people, tag people, or like catch the hiders. And I think it's really cool. I really like it. I'm crazy proud of myself for how much I've managed to accomplish. So yeah, if you guys want me to continue working on this game, add more stuff, update it, let me know if you want me to. Let me know if this seems like a game you would want to play, if there's any bugs, any issues with the game. Also let me know either in the comments or in my Discord server, which you can join, link in the description. And yeah, give me your suggestions for what you want in the game, games you want me to make, games you want me to play. I haven't been uploading much. I've been very busy with school, and I'm sick again, like I said, and it sucks. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Oop, my game lagged out. Oh, okay, there we go. See ya!